Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to be answering the question, is Aranessa Saltspire fun in 2025? Especially with a lot of factions out there that are incredibly overpowered. A lot of factions like the Vampire Coast have not received an awful lot of love in recent times. So, we're going to be playing Aranessa to her unique ability, and that is to leverage her Sartosan units and answer the question once and for all, is Aranessa Saltspire fun to play in 2025? I haven't played Aranessa for a very long time, so it'll be fun to give it a go. We have a really solid starting army. We'll be playing her as we would any other, I was going to say Norscan, because she is technically Norscan. We're going to be playing on Legendary very hard as always, on the hardest difficulty we always play. And we're going to be seeing if we can answer the question of if we're enjoying ourselves. Obviously, fun is a very subjective thing to say, but overall, we'll just see how the faction feels, how it plays, and whether or not we are actually having a good time. And Suki, thanks for the prime. I really do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Right. I'm good. I'm doing well, man. How are you? Hey, Thek as well. Good to see you, boys. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, Aranessa is an interesting one because she's obviously not the greatest legendary lord that's ever been released. I think she's certainly in the realms of being interesting. If you don't know the reason why she has minus 100 to diplomacy to Norskans, it's quite literally she used to be paid by Calfrans to kill and hunt Norskans, as Norskans didn't treat her very well, treat her as like an outcast, and that is where she kind of moved more towards the Vampire Coasty, because she was like blessed. I can't remember the exact, not Poseidon, but blessed by the ocean god, and she was, wherever she went, she was super lucky. So we're going to try and murder whatever we can around us, see how she plays. She's obviously a decent melee fighter, but Sartosan units only are going to be interesting, as obviously as time goes on, you know, they have gotten worse and worse. One of the only vampires that isn't undead. Yes, she would be more. She honestly would be more suitable to be a.
But I want the world to know my name and my deeds.
You know, she definitely should be Dogs of War, but Dogs of War don't exist just yet. And she starts in the perfect area for Dogs of War as well. So we've got a fairly annoying battle on our hands. What is the unique building for my Sartosan units? Or is there a unique building for it? Or can I just naturally build them? Looks like, I'm assuming, it probably will be determined by her recruitment. Yeah.
Yes, the winds blow true.
So, yeah, no, she shouldn't crumble herself, as she is indeed mortal. But everything else within my composition, for the most part, like the deck gunners. I mean, deck gunners are really good. So let's start off the first fight. Oh wow, Pistoliers are not very good against my composition because of the deck gunners. I do like units like the Sartosan Militia and the Free Company, so we're going to have to wait and see how these guys perform. As she's thought of like a melee fighter that's not really that incredible. You know, in multiplayer I think she costs only like 1600, which is very low for a Lord. She's not the greatest of melee fighters, but she certainly can be pretty damn useful, especially with the match you can debuff stuff. I mean, overall, my composition to be starting with, I would say that it's probably compensating for the fact that Aranessa is not that strong early game. But I'm going to be interested to see how the Sartosan guys do. We'll keep the beginning army, and then just start recruiting all the Sartosan units. Right, so having Vanguard on these guys is going to help quite a lot. But we basically just want to get ourselves set up for a firing line here. We'll move up a little bit. I mean, the unfortunate thing about having mortal units is they're not very good long term. One of the powerful elements of the Vampire Coast is quite literally the fact that it takes them absolutely ages to crumble. Let's move up a little bit here. I mean, the dogs and things like that will handle the Pistoliers really nicely as well. Deck Gunners will certainly do a good job of it as well. I mean, I'm not too worried about Pistoliers, to be truly honest. But, I mean, they will not last very long against the likes of Deck Gunners, that's for damn sure. As it is unfortunate that Pistoliers are pretty trash. I mean, even over here, I mean, the speed of these dogs, 95, should easily catch them. Hey, Metal. We've got Bomb Throw, not going to use that just yet. Got some decent volleys off. Managed to catch them out with the doggos there. I don't hate the idea of trying to shoot the pistol as the back line there. Let's turn around and get repositioned. Just try to set up like a little bit of a box here. And squeeze out any advantage we can get. Are these shielded? No, they're not. So that definitely does mean we can kind of kill them. Net them and do what we can. And engage them in melee. Glorious combat. I feel like the Prometheus would win that one. Even though it's not the greatest to fight with them, I still feel like they'll perform well. And then here, Aranessa can move into here. I think it's like, yeah, Manan's, it's Manan. Manan is the dude in the water. He is the main man's. That blessed her. God damn, gunnery mob bombers are so strong. Alright, deliciousness. Reposition over here as well and just start getting some pop shots off. And these guys are going to be gone now. We do want to hold the line because we don't really want to chase them, especially since a lot of them will do a lot of damage.
We are ready.
Chase these guys, flank in the back. That's all she wrote for them. An ambulance bonus, I'm sure, is not too far away. I mean, Aranessa's stat line is not horrendous for a Lord, to be truly honest. I mean, 60-60 stat line is pretty damn good, especially since she's... Yeah, a melee expert is just for the fact that she's quite a powerful fighter. Now, the best thing I can do to kill the Lord is just to let all my units shoot him. There's no point me running and chasing that when I can just shoot him down. And the rest of the units can be chased as well. I'm basically just going to squeeze out as much value as I can out of my units here. The more you kill, generally speaking, the better it is. So if you're ever wondering why you don't level up in certain battles, it's potentially because you've not killed enough of the enemy. Because sometimes the game gives you experience depending on how many you kill. But yeah, 43 left, I'm sure that should be an easy level up. But, I mean, her army thus far is quite nice. I mean, the deck gunners are kind of low-key carrying us. The dogs as well and the Prometheus, but... I mean, the militia is going to be coming in clutch because that's all we can recruit. Yeah, Aranessa didn't do too bad, but an Empire Captain like that doesn't really cost too much. I'm going to be interested to see how Aranessa plays, to be honest. Because, like I said, I haven't played her in a long time. I know she obviously got updates to, like, the ogres, so she can recruit ogres. So we'll see how that plays. We will use it. Other thoughts on what other races will be? High Elves and Norska is what my assumption is, Suki, to be honest. Punishment. Right, what is the goal we have? We want to murder the Dread Fleet and control the graveyard. That's my short brief condition. Is murdering Count Noculus. Right, we'll work towards that one, shall we? So yeah, we got to level up. If we go through, have a look over here. She's not really known as much of a fighter. Looks like it is not... Wait, which one buffs my own units? Wait, do I not have any tech to buff my own units? Huh? Just here for leadership? So I don't think I buffed any of my own units. So it looks like they may have forgotten to provide her a red tree line to buff her own Sartosan units. Which is unfortunate, as we're going to be using quite a bit of them. But we'll go into Round Marcher just to make sure that we always have the range and training for now.
Most infamous.
Oof. Yeah, honestly, handgunners are so good. Type Sartosan and then come back. Hey, OPM. Oops. So I think it's... So yeah, we've got Arsonist here. Okay, it's melee attack. Okay, so it's a little bit more... Okay, melee defense. Okay, that's pretty damn good. Okay, so yeah, we do have it. It's not in the red line tree, which I guess makes sense. But we will pick up one of these bad boys.
They shall pay.
God, I haven't played Aranessa is going to be an interesting one because her mechanics as a whole, she's sort of like not crazy OP, but she's certainly decent. Like she's not like a faction that'll wow you, for example, right? But Vampire Coast, I feel like, have massively suffered throughout the game due to variant range-specific issues with line of sight. She always kind of has a bit of a problem. Not sure how much she plays, yeah. Hey, Rexton. At the start of the run, you did indeed, my friend. Thankfully, the AI automatically, it automatically reserves where your positioning of your units were, so we're already in a really good spot, which I don't mind. Pick the dogs out on the flank. We have no access to magic just yet, but as long as we just deck gunner the range units, we're chilling. I think it might only be them. It may only be that as the range unit that are going to fight. I think that is actually the truth. Yeah, I think that's the case. I do love, like, I am honestly a massive fan of free company militia type units. I don't know why, I just love the playstyle of them. Like the run and gun kind of thing. But if I was being shot like this... Oh, interesting, on the charge they don't use their shields. Or maybe it's just the animation doesn't show. I suspect it'd be that. Oops, stop paying attention here. We definitely need somebody that can heal them, that's for sure. Thank you for the hydration. Pull back and then pop some shots into the crossbowmen. I feel like the bombers are actually fairly accurate, to be honest. Like, from a friendly fire perspective, they don't seem too bad. Say that, and they just absolutely roasted my own troops, but that's okay. That's on me. Nice. I should be getting the run and gunning. Since they're fireball moving with perfect vigor, it's so crazy how good that is. Perfect vigor is just so insane as a stat. I think perfect vigor is probably the most overpowered stat in the game by a long way. The sooner we can get a mage in here, the better. I mean, the fights at the moment aren't too bad at all. Fights definitely aren't too bad at all. I just say, like, it does seem that Aranessa does have a lot of power in her arm the early game, anyway. Hey, Shutsuke's here, handsome. Yeah, she seems... I mean, I've not really fought anything too scary just yet, so I imagine my experience will change, but one thing I do remember of Aranessa is that your early game is, like, not many factions can compete with you. Because the Sartosan units are juiced up like crazy. So even on Legendary very hard, they still perform really well. So we can establish a Pirate Cove. I don't think it's worth it, but I'll sort of occupy it. Ah, it's the port settlements that allows me to recruit them, that was it. Hey, Nico. I'm always the...
Sardosa's most infamous.
Belegar's a little spooky? Yeah, I suspect Belegar would be a bit spooky. Have a good stream, Nico. Much love to you, man. Thank you, bud. Sea dogs when fighting at sea. Money jacket. I mean, we don't have any reason to go into the red tree apart from any range-specific things, but ideally I won't be doing too much range. Yeah, ideally I'm not getting into a crazy amount of range, so... I mean, logic dictates that I should probably just go into buffing here until we can get the mutant and whatnot. And then the Forger and Poacher and Arsonist and stuff to buff my Sartosan unit. I think we can probably upgrade this as well. What do we have access to? We've got another population surplus here. None of that we'd need, really. I mean, pirate growth probably will help. But the only problem with pirate growth is I think it's more efficient to wait to upgrade first. I think once you get tier 3, then you can probably go into something like that. But it's because it's a lot of population surplus, I'm going to lose. And I'm going to get this one in 2 turns. So I think that's probably a good idea, just to sit back and wait.
Find treasure.
I was under the impression that Aranessa specifically was one of the worst legendary lords in the game. I definitely think she can be. It's just her playstyle is not akin to what normally is. See if we get any Satosan buffs. I don't think we will. Yeah, so there's nothing tech-wise we can go into, but if I'm not mistaken, does the Lord buff still work? The bug, sorry. The Sentries in Command, does it still work? Where if you recruit them in a specific way, the +5 doubles up? I think it wouldn't surprise me if it still works, to be honest. Never heard about that? Yeah, it should still work, I bet them. So, Riddle the Mapmaker, I mean, we might as well dig here next turn. Once that's gone through, we'll do it. Because I think if you recruit lords through here, it bugs and it works really well.
You might be right.
Though, low-key, just getting a normal lord. I mean, we can... Ooh, Murderer is really good. Yeah, Murderer would help a lot, actually, because I'm going to be fighting a lot. I mean, it's determined between Lord of the Deeps and Vampire Magic. Vampire Magic's not going to help me too much, but the healing will help a lot. So we're going to the Deep Magic. I mean, Nikos, if you have any suggestions, I'm always up for it. I'm not going to do any deals. I mean, the goal that we're going to have for today's stream, basically, is to kill everything around us. And then kill the likes of Count Noculus as soon as I can. I can't afford the landmark, but I'm not going to get any trade agreements, so I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Not going to worry too much about that. I mean, there's not an awful lot here I'd need to recruit anyway. Because the Satosan unit recruitment is tied to ports. So it's tier 3 for man-eaters, so we should probably grab some growth in there as well then. Don't have an insane amount of money. But we do have a growth province, so if we can get any of the ogre units, that'll help a lot, because that'll pad out the army nicely. I mean, Belly Guy is going to be a real pain in the nuts. I do think just getting experience naturally on Aranessa is really nice. So we're going to command crews into Sentries in Command, so turn 17 roughly is when we're going to have something like that. We're not going to do diplomacy. I'm going to play it out like a normal, kind of like how Aranessa typically would work. If I was more towards the Empire, I would probably try and befriend people like Franz, because in lore, obviously, he pays us to murder Norskans. But for now, we'll play it out. I'm going to try and kill everything we can in the surrounding area to get as much bonuses that I can and as much strength as I can as well. I think Tilia is going to be a really good one just to farm a bit of experience, because Riff Raffa, I think I might be able to reach next turn, but we'll see. Because it being roaded reduces the amount of movements that you need, which is huge. Which is one of the reasons why this surrounding area is really nice to walk through. Because anytime you've got roads, you can go so much further. Aranessa Saltspire. Guys, if anyone's interested, we're going to be probably doing some kind of Total War tournament soon. I really fancy a bit of multiplayer. Yeah, I can attack in one turn, I thought so. Wait, how am I level 4 already?
Never. Make them fish.
How did I get to level 4?
Bring the storm.
Not bad. I'm trying to remember if do I get access to regen? I don't think I do. I think naturally you can get regeneration on the water, but generally we're just gonna probably buff her stat line up just so she can withstand a few more fighting. Pyromaniac and things like that. No. I don't believe Cackle Fruit is crazy. A lot of these are very limited damage, but Powder Keg is just useful. You don't actually have to go into one or the other, which is nice. And Nikos, if you can put that in the Discord, mate, I'd appreciate that, because most links I disable in the chat. So now we're in this province, it should help a lot. Now we have access to magic. It will be determined by Aranessa's magic, but if we go to diplomacy, we can see that the winds of magics around this area are actually relatively decent, so we'll always recuperate magic.
Get them!
Nice. Thank you, Nikos. Appreciate you, bud. Some tech trees really feel outdated. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Some of the tech trees are really good, but yeah, I'm going to test to see if the bug of the recruit rank still works for the lords, because one of the strongest things about Aranessa that I discovered last time was literally having level like 12, 13 lords straight away, like turn 16, just you can poop them out. And as I'm sure you can imagine, a lord that strong, you can solo armies for the most part. Yo, Overlord. Do man-eaters count? I'm going to say yes, because in 2020, like, obviously they had an update of them fairly recently. So we're going to use everything unique to Aranessa is what I'm going to try. I think it would be a shame not to leverage a unit like that, you know?
Show us the foe!
Just make sure the deck gunners are set up. And then hold the flanks of anything coming in. Any shenanigans afoot.
That's the one.
We will want to kill whatever we can. I mean, the Pistoliers will just get crushed naturally. We do have the Black Powder Aplenty bonus right now, so the damage is increased pretty substantially. Halberdiers is a really good target to shoot. Spearmen, Swordsmen. So these guys will have shields naturally. What I could actually do is pull you this side. Start shooting the crosswomen. Bait them out here a bit. Tier 3 mana is fair and balanced, though I find her such to be underwhelming. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame that Aranessa is just not that good of a fighter, despite the amount of bonuses you can get for her, though. Okay, the second they're gone, let's start shooting these, because what I'm probably going to want to do is just use my doggos to flank around to BH. Because the more I spend time on that, I don't really need to. Ah, man, I just love the... Oh, do you know what I should have done, guys? I should have put the mod on that makes gunpowder units the smoke massive. That is a cool mod, I'll give it that. That mod is very cool. It's just absolutely smoking everything coming near. Aranessa can go for a 1 versus 1 here. And the dogs can finally go and flank and chase everything off. I mean, the Rotten Prometheuses are actually completely fine against the likes of something like a Pistol, because they don't have an armor piercing. I mean, what I could do is just net and then just go like this. And absolutely pepper him. That works. Sort of feels like cheating a little bit. I mean, hey, hell with it, mate. If you can do it in game, why not do it? That's what I always say. If I've got it available to me, I'm gonna use it. They absolutely smoked him real quick, and then held the line over here as well, and we can sandwich these guys. Pistol is going to rout very soon, I feel like. Amnos bonus is probably going to be kicking in very shortly. I can't envision a world where they're not going to all rout fairly soon. I mean, we just got everyone's number, right? We're just absolutely slapping everything. Yeah, there you go. It is sad sometimes to the extent of how much I know when battles are over. Just by playing the game enough. I do think Aranessa, like, one of the things that I will say about Aranessa is her start location is quite nice. Our start location is pretty damn decent because there's not an awful lot of things that will be annoying. Plus, with the amount of ports you can get access to, the Sartosan specific units may be relatively quick to have one-turn global recruitment. Potentially. Which will be huge. If we can get one-turn global recruitment as well, because we've got so many ports. Because if you didn't know, the more military buildings you have, the more it basically allows you to recruit them quicker. For example, if you've got 10 or so normal military buildings for the Dwarf Warriors, you can recruit Dwarf Warriors in one turn. Oh, one thing I did badly is there's a thing over here I can capture. I don't mind capturing all these. Just want to keep giving Aranessa some experience. Make her a bit more of a fighter here. Deadeyes could be useful. Let's have a look what Deadeyes is again. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime I can buff the deck gunners, I'm gonna. Hunger is such a goated experience. Like, so strong. I'm gonna get some more of the wonderful Sartosan militia. I mean, I feel like very quickly I could probably get a secondary army up and running. I do need to do this one. I completely forgot to do it last. I've already recruited someone this turn. I mean, I didn't really use this guy, but I'm going to need him against the dwarves.
I trust them.
Because the Kiss of Deep is really good. Played much RuneScape? I almost have a maxed old school RuneScape account.
Sartosa's most infamous.
So the answer to that is yes, I've played it since I was a kid. I mean, wine's not going to help too much, but recruitment reduction is going to be pretty nice. Luther Harkon's below me, lol. Is Dowie going to be a pain? You see, I don't think so. Because the advantage of going against dwarves is they've got no magic, and they are very slow. And I don't think the AI will use the dwarves to the utmost. But in the truth, are you saying words? You do the dwarves, just mumbling. I'm saying words. It's just like a grumbling. I think the dwarf, when it comes to Dowie, it is a bit of a grumble. Especially a begrudgingly Dowie. They are just there grumbling. For example, do not shame your ancestors, Dowie brethren. I'm not sure if you interpret that as mumbling. We actually can attack because we've got Round Marcher, which is nice. Let's get some HP as well.
Make them fish food.
Absolutely
Make them
not.
fish food. Make them fish food. He's bloody legging it from his settlement. What a coward. What a goddamn coward. So the question is, do I do the treasure here? Yeah, go on. We'll do the treasure. A great hoard of treasure may be received. 2,000 in infamy. So, take that. Curse of the Right of the Sea. Oh, Bessie. I bloody love Queen Bess. I bloody love Queen Bessie. Immune to Cursed Mist Attrition. Vanguard for everything as well. All regions belonging to be covered by Cursed Mist. Not bad. I mean, this actually will be quite annoying. To be honest, this is not an easy fight. So I'll just auto-resolve that one to save myself some headache. Because generally, that fight will just be annoying. With the army that I have, sieges are a pain in the butt.
Ready to swordfish.
It is honestly truly one of the issues that Aranessa has, is that her armies, you do struggle in siege scenarios. Now, with that in mind, let's get some more doggos, I think. I'm going to recruit a couple more units. I am going to use Sartosan units, but we're not going to, like, 100% lock myself into Sartosan units. I still want to experience all of the faction as well. Hey there, we do. Playing Thorgrim now. Swarm with Greenskin and Skavens. Also saying hello. You'll be fine, Redu. I believe in you.
Yes.
Just means you've got more target practice, friend.
I'm no mermaid.
Just means you've got more target practice. So we are in the market to try and get to level up the settlement as soon as possible, as we need the tier 3 to get the ogres.
Aranessa
I mean, how far away are some of these? Naff that. I'm not going anywhere near the wood elves.
The tides.
I think we can all agree that wood elves is pure torture. Fighting wood elves as a vampire host is pure torture. Like, genuinely, if you hate somebody, you make them fight against the wood elves as the vampire host. As their units get battered before you can get even remotely close to them. Pure torture. It's like walking towards like just certain death, and it's like I am not fast enough to stop this. Please stop me. Please stop. So generally speaking, I always avoid the wood elves playing Aranessa when I can anyway. I think wood elves are probably one of the factions I hate the least. The same map as well, yeah. I think wood elves probably is the worst map, worst fighting thing for me personally. VC get any sort of healing? They do. They get a lot of healing, but only undead. Oh, you little rascal! I should have stepped outside. That's my bad. I should have stepped out because I didn't replenish from this turn.
Sarsasa's most infamous.
That was me being an idiot.
Ready.
Yeah, I should have stepped out the settlement. I thought that the walls weren't damaged. Were damaged, excuse me, which meant that he could have been able to attack us straight away. But that is my bad. We can heal a lot while we're walking about anyway. But yeah, you got to remember that the Vampire Counts and Coast, their healing spells revolve around healing undead things, whereas Aranessa is not really undead. I am using undead units, but the majority of my archetype of weaponry and units are not. Net and gunnies again. That is the goal. Oh, that is a lot of garrison units. Shame they're trash.
Man's chosen, sensible.
Bones and flesh.
I mean, over here doesn't seem too bad yet. Not too bad terrain. Lord of the Deep will have a lot. Yep, that's the other Lord we've got. So what I'm going to do here is set them up in a bit of a box like this. So when he runs over, we'll get a bit of a shooting action going. And then Aranessa will walk up and net him. Right. Giovanni Gronchi, you have met your doom. So I'm going to wait till calibration distance to be at a good range, so probably about here. There you go. I'm in danger. Well, even I can't bloody see what's going on, let alone this poor guy being shot up by everything. Right, guys, the battle's over. Run!
Free company militia!
I'm going to imagine I'm faster than him.
Kill him, lads.
This is one of the things I love the most about these guys, is you can chase them like that. It quite literally was just nothing but savagery, that. Just pew 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 pew. What can a man do against such reckless hate? From an ally perspective, I'm not sure just yet. I think who I'll probably ally to is maybe Beligar. We'll see. Is the high tier stack just about Colossi? It is, yep. Aranessa get a mount? Aranessa does get a mount. It's the Rotten Prometheus mount. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. The challenge I always have with the mount that she gets access to is that she becomes terrible in sieges. It's sort of the same logic around Wulfric. Wulfric is not very good with fighting normal settlement in battles with mana. You just become too much of a target.
Aranessa salt spite.
Do I take the fight to Beligar now? I I mean, he's going to fight me no matter what, right?
True vengeance will make me.
Yeah, he's going to fight me no matter what.
Yes, the winds blow true.
I think my dude does not like me.
Bring them back.
I wonder if actually the Satosu militia is going to be better. Armor piercing of 7 is not horrendous, to be honest.
The queen of tides.
But now we can move you along. And we should be able to... Oh, we don't have underway, do we? We do not have underway. Dang, I can't reach. I'm happy to start attacking border princes as well. What can I poop out? I mean, I feel like this is going to be sufficient enough. Well, we'll get a bloated corpse, a good measure as well.
Do not weakness.
Like if
All in, deckhands.
he's been attacked by Scrag at the same time, I'm absolutely fine. Ooh, that's actually not a bad army. We're going to come out to the militia. That's fair. I mean, I'm looking forward to using the main army a little bit more. I definitely think that early game Aranessa is actually quite powerful. From a pound to pound perspective, Aranessa's units, like at level 9, well, level 10, 11, really do slap. I think there's very few units that can get close to the stat line they get access to. So it's pretty good. So my main goal with this army is to just allow my lord to cast spells, basically. Late game is an issue? 100%, my dude. Yeah, late game is a really bad issue. Nice, we actually started with 13 Winds of Magics as well, so pretty decent start. I mean, 1.6k is not the greatest. Fun fact, bloated corpses at one point would bug and you could melee with them and they wouldn't explode. It was incredibly cursed and it was very funny. I mean, if I can do this, get their attention a little bit, and just blow up on a couple of them, I'll be happy with that. Do you know, I actually think I don't hate the idea of just running into these guys. Especially with armor loss, especially with skirmish mode, they're going to run away before they get a chance to do anything. I do not have the passive. I mean, these guys are, they aren't large entities, so... Oh, that is Blob Central, baby.
Instructions.
Let's cast this bad boy into these.
Blood magic.
I mean, if we can get away with this, I'm going to be happy with it. Hopefully we can get the dogs out in time. Come on, my pretties! Oh my god, that's actually going to be big. Oh, yes! Now, you don't get bloated corpse action like that. Normally. It is quite amusing having a unit that literally is kamikaze. Do they have high HP and damage? What, the bloated corpses? Yeah, 450 weapon strength, 75 melee attack. So they were pretty nice. Hey, CH. Might as well do this, send you in. I think we have Hungering, if I'm not mistaken, so as long as we keep doing this, we're absolutely fine. And just keep getting the casts off. I don't mind throwing something like this out. All I gotta do is just pull back with you anyway. I mean, that accuracy is going to make them so much stronger, especially with it being magical, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. 90 accuracy is huge, by the way. As it gives calibration distance.
On you. Orders, fleet master.
Yeah, scurvy dogs can be so useful. It's like ratties for the Skaven. So useful. Rats in general can be very potent if used properly. And this is exactly what we're looking for. We want to blob them up. And then we want to move the range units around the outside, as they do say. So he's shooting from behind and ignoring shields is the reason we're doing that. Beautiful. Do their foul moving? They do. So it's honestly probably more efficient just to get the dogs chasing, plus these guys just moving forward as they run away. I love the units that do this. I honestly think units like this are one of my favorite units. I just love being able to chase stuff like this and just kill everything at the end of the battle. I think the dogs probably will have it as well, though. I mean, Jesus, the Scurvy Dogs, 300 plus kills. Criminal. Jabbly, jabbly. The tide of Scurvy Dogs, 400 kills. 222 kills on that bloated corpse is pretty good. We take those. We absolutely take those. Holy moly. Yeah. I mean, all the units that need to get a value got value. 420, nice. I think most fights we do will probably most likely be alright. We've got Jim Bootycatcher on his way to start murdering some border princes, so I can't complain. The downside to a lot of the Vampire Coast armies is that your auto-resolve power is terrible. For example, this was lost, and as you can see, it was not even close. Hey, son of Batman and his dog shall to save the sailors from evil colonizers. Exactly. What's this? Missile strength plus 15%. It's kind of nice. We could start raising these settlements. I think I'm probably going to do that. The logic and rationale behind raising is that I don't necessarily want to keep dealing with them. Always recruit this bad boy. We'll move you towards it. We're going to get more infamy and more money from raising. And these settlements, like, in general, I don't really care about settlements. To be truly honest. If I had more replenishment, I would do this. This is what I'm looking for, level 12. To get Queen Bessie in there. None of these are going to be interesting. I'm going to upgrade growth because, like I said, we really need to get Aranessa to getting the beautiful man-eaters. We have unlocked apparently another riddle. But some of these are just too far to be bothered. It's just too much of a commitment. We are recruiting 3 units. We did upgrade our main thing here because I think it gives more recruitment, doesn't it? Yeah. The higher tier your ship basically that Aranessa has, the roaming horde, the more you can recruit per turn. So the question, but do you get bloated corpses back, or is it just fire and forget? I think you can get them back. It's not a silly question at all. I think you can get them back because of Dead Rise again. But yeah, generally speaking, they are seppuku'd. You don't bring a bloated corpse to battle and think, you know, this guy's going to be reused over and over again. No, you bring him and be like, let's try and get the max amount of value because they're good against dwarves as well. Like, even against the dwarves, they do really good. It isn't 40k. Yeah, that is true. So what I can probably do is declare war and Clan Angron through him, and then get money from it. So 1.2k. That's free money because I was going to fight him anyway.
You might be right.
We're gonna fight this one. Vampire corruption is high enough. Yeah, it's based upon vampire corruption, isn't it? The replenishment, the likelihood of them reviving again, and tech as well. I know that. So it said low casualties, but honestly, when it comes to vampire coasts and auto resolve, I almost never trust it. Wait. The daughter of Manan himself is the most feared. I was going to say, I thought it was calling her a dude. It is quite amusing. I mean, the funny thing is, Aranessa is actually not that bad in like campaign multiplayer situations. The terrain is not ideal. It's a funny mechanic. I generally do think that Raised Dead is either a hate or loved mechanic, depending on the person. I personally love having it, hate fighting it. That's like my TLDR for it. Like, I don't mind it at all when I'm using it, but then fighting against somebody who has it, it's like, you're cheating. You know what I mean? It's sort of like in Dark Souls when the boss that you're fighting heals, it's like, dude, that's hacking. Even though you've slurped like 10 potions. Hey AP, how you doing, handsome? So far so good, my dude. So far so good. All I'm gonna make sure to do is kill the Quarrelers here, I think. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the doggos would win. What's their armor piercing like? 3. They'll do like 4 or 5 damage per hit. It's not too bad. Could be worse, to be honest. Hey, Detective, good to see you, handsome. Hope you're doing wonderful, my friend. Nice. So for the likes of normal units, we're not doing too bad with armor piercing. I don't believe we can get it close to what. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we won't be able to do what you can do for Volkmar. I don't believe I can get armor piercing on these bad boys. Or the shots anyway. So let's go try Warriors of Chaos. I don't remember what Black Wall. Dude, like generally, Warriors of Chaos in Warhammer 2 is torture. Actual torture. It should be legally recognized as torture. Especially in Warhammer 2. Like, there should be a law passed that it's actually recognized as torture to force somebody to play Warriors of Chaos in Warhammer 2. It is not the vibe. Playing an Aranessa, did I lose a bet? No, I just wanted to play, see if she's any good or not. Why does he give her a go to see if she's any good? I feel like no one, I've not seen anybody play her for such a long time. There's probably a good reason for that, low key. Nice, Amos bonus kicked in. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should, kind of thing. Militia was his Volkmar. Hey, don't hate the Sartosian militia. They're a rowdy bunch, you don't want to mess with them. Wait, how the hell did these guys lose so much HP? Ah, bombers. Always the bombers. I mean, here's the downsides of the Dowie is that they're super slow. If they start crumbling, I am going to end the battle. Go. I think what I might play is Skrolk, and then I might play, who else is neglected? Who else is really neglected? Skrolk, he's really neglected. And what other campaign would you say is pretty neglected, guys? Skrolk is definitely up there. Throg? Daniel? I don't like Daniel's not too bad, but he is kind of neglected. But DLC's made it. Katep. I would say Katep is definitely up there for sure. Maybe Katep will play next. Honestly, Lantry will be so happy because he's asked me to play Katep so much. Khalida. I don't think Khalida's that... Like, her stat location is pretty bad. Do I raise this as well? Or do I take it to try and give it to the orcs? I'll occupy it because I'll probably get a lot more money trading it for a military building. Can I give this to Karakazor? It would be quite funny if I can keep them alive. I can. I mean, this would be very funny if I can keep these guys alive and just kill Beligar. So don't fall for the bait of military access. You get it naturally from Defensive Alliance. As you can see now, we have military access, so I don't know why it does that. But I'm going to try and beat up Beligar. Good news is we'll be able to utilize... hopefully, we'll be able to utilize this dude and his magic shots to fight against him. But I keep the territories. Vampire Coast, you don't really get a lot of value from them. Vampire Coast doesn't really get a massive amount of value from settlements for the most part. So I'm not too bothered about them. I mean, the main theory around Coast is just to go around fighting stuff, right? It's not necessarily to utilize them. Raising also gets a lot of gold. It does. In that scenario, raising probably would have been better, but I wanted the Defensive Alliance with this guy because I think it's just funny. Oh my god. What's the capital? Karakazor. I think he might lose. I think he's gonna lose Karakazor, so there's no point putting one in there just yet. I think it'll be attacked before turn 3. Let me take away that the notification of the outpost is available. There you go. I'm going to be interested to see how Beligar plays this one after he's just lost one of his settlements. The reason I traded this settlement here is because they're probably going to lose his capital. But we're going to march on through and take the rest of it for him. Wait, did he run away? He might have ran away and ran back to this settlement. In fear of losing other territories. Which is pretty good for me, not gonna lie. He did, wow. Wow. He is scared, man. Can you blame him, though? Oh, look at those guns. Gunnery right. We already got one, so we'll get the Haunter. This unit is actually hella useful. Where'd it go? The capital, that's not ideal. I really wish they spawned at the Lord. Let's move over.
The sea brings death.
Get the booty.
My compass agrees. Don't stop.
Time to grab the booty. Return so we can get some ogres potentially.
I smell blood and gold.
Let's make sure we're next to each other. I mean, my army is not good against Beligar. I'll be frank.
Not likely.
Oh, he split up some of his ancestral dudes.
Ready to swordfish. Plunder.
The good news about this ability,
I trust them.
Spite Shot, is it gives you melee attacks magic as well.
Aranessa
So I can very easily kill the dwarven dudes with Aranessa here. Right, now for that. Oh, I completely forgot about this one. Yeah, they have to be a certain level though, don't they? Trying to remember because there was one defined one that's like insane. It's pretty good. All armies faction wide, increased ammunition is pretty good. I think I'm gonna say like fleet engineer is pretty damn good, but we just need them a couple more levels. That's pretty tasty as well. We'll upgrade this lad soon enough, but we just need a couple more levels on him.
Now we're talking.
I think we have... We've grabbed this settlement. We're going to grab this one over here as well. Now I'll build the outpost to BH. Now I'm actually interested to know if this outpost will last. I mean, generally the outpost I'm going to put in there is absolutely garbage anyway. But I'm playing a little bit differently to what I normally do. Normally I would just, like, leave Belegar alone for as long as I could. And then sort of retrospectively deal with them. Non-aggression with Ikit is not terrible. But he's good fodder. Ooh. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, boys? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, boys? That's going to be a tasty fight right there. We run away. I feel like we can beat him up. Wait, has he beaten... Did he beat Belegar up? Am I getting... What is that army, bros? What is that army?
Find treasure.
My god.
A done deal. Make them fish.
Okay, move over. Backspace before we attack.
Yes, master.
Move up you.
Pirate's life.
I'm tempted to merge these guys.
I smell mutiny.
And then grab this guy.
My wit.
Ah, that's a classic. Belegar is actually hidden. Belegar, Iron Hammer. Well, if you crunch the numbers... If we go ahead and crunch the numbers... It's winnable. It's definitely winnable. It's gonna be hard, but it's winnable. Oh, guys, let me... What I'll do real quick is I'll kick off the ads now to get rid of pre-roll ads. And so it doesn't interrupt the battle too much. But much love, guys. Back in 3. Right. Here we are. I think the logic here will be... Reinforcements. I think he'll probably be waiting for his reinforcements. The sad thing is we need to... I actually think we need to get as aggressive as we can. I mean, we do have the range advantage, surprisingly. And we can start the battle off, just pepper them and then run back, and then keep that momentum up. Because that alone should force them to run towards me. It's just unfortunate that I don't have that much ammunition. Once we get the Lord in there, it'll be easier. We just need the bonuses. The terrain is not perfect, but it'll do. I'm just grouping in my head as to what's my damage dealers here. Taunt's gonna be useful. Yeah, the taunt is gonna help a lot actually. So let's go for shots. Depending on what the miners are coming towards us, so let's run away. Looks like we'll be baiting them enough to come towards us. Get another volley off. Then run back. I only have 17 ammunition, which makes me a little bit nervous, but that's okay. So we've baited out this full army now. That's the only one that has the blasting charges on it, so that's the only thing we're going to worry about. We're going to try and look for another volley in a second. We do have volleys with these guys now. And we're running back again because the dwarves are slow, the man. We get Aranessa in the combat now. And we're going to hold the line here. I really need the magic. That murdering these fellas. I actually think it's probably better just to kill infantry. Gonna move around on the dogs. Let's get the bombs out. Yeah, without magic, I really just need the magic from these guys, to be honest. The magic shots will help a lot. I believe the dog should crush these guys in melee, so I don't have to worry too much. Make sure to grab the rest of the dogs as well. Gonna taunt this fella. Ah, a lot of unfortunate friendly fire there. And the blasting charges have done me in there. Not the greatest of melee engagement, I'll be honest. Reposition you guys. Let me look for the general. As this... No, they have to have missile attacks. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's upgrade these guys and start shooting the engineer then, because that should be a really, really good damage. That should be pretty damn good. And then what I can do is accuracy him as well. Just so we get some mass shots into the engineer in the backline there. It should absolutely smoke him. I don't know where Belagar's gone, but this army is getting battered, which is good. Let's support each other and fight the front line. The engineer is getting slapped. Still have maybe one more volley of ammunition we can use with magic attacks. Go ahead and freeze this guy.
All ranks fire!
Kill him, lad!
See if we can get shots in. If not, unfortunate, but let's hope we can. It is a bit of a hassle to kill these guys, which is not ideal. Looks like we're having to sacrifice a couple of units. I'm going to use the undead guys as the reformed front line.
Free company, militia!
I really wish she could have melee attacks. I could give buffer up with the magic attacks. It's so nice. I just don't think I can justify utilizing these guys in melee. So here's Belagar's army, so we'll have to wait and see. Basically, the majority of the fight so far, we've just played a very hard skirmish game. We're trying to snipe the engineer out from the back. Looks like they're filtering in towards us this way, which is not too bad. Trying to rout off a lot of those units at the back line as well. Trying to get some pop shots into that Lord. I think Group 3 should start retreating as the melee infantry has started to take over. We unfortunately haven't gotten ourselves in the greatest of positions. Gonna debuff these guys. Let's see if we can get any more pop shots off. See if Group 5 can handle it. Let's secure the back line. Go ahead and just give magical shots again. So let's stop shooting with you and start taking some shots into here. Yeah, nice, we dealt with them. Trying to get the deck gunners to shoot over here.
Fire! Fire!
Get some shots into this guy on the right. I'm going to need to have
Meet Admiral!
the good shots when I can. So this is now well and truly the Dowie Tide, which is terrifying.
Finish up! Free
Alright, we're going to have to see how we handle it.
sir!
Dogs are perfect against rangers, so we'll do that. I'm going to pull back these guys. We're going to reform the lines. We're going to have to...
Free company militia!
Hey, buddy. Why no fat boys against so much infantry? It's more... Oh my god, those blasting charges are going to be battering us. I think it's more I am basically sending it when I shouldn't be. So I didn't really have rhyme or reasons to what my army composition looked like. It was well and truly just sending it,
Free company
as
militia!
we were baited by Belagar. Belagar was sitting in ambush and I didn't see that he was.
Sea magic!
Find me plunder.
My god, you are tanky, my dude. But welcome to the stream, my man.
Above deck!
Just really wanting these guys repositioned into a good spot. So I need to start getting like a lot of value from these guys. If I can push through here, that'd be huge on the dogs. Buff these with magical attacks.
Free company militia!
All set.
Withdraw! We are ready!
Watch
So
me
I really
see,
can't afford
father.
any casualties on these guys. They're effectively most of my damage. Likewise with these guys, I need to pull them back.
Free company militia!
Nice for chasing down the rangers as well. Let's get 6 back. That's into here.
It's on you!
Not the greatest of damage, but we just need to get set up with certain units.
Ready for war!
Cut their chips.
Just going to try and reposition here. I think it's a smart thing for me to do. Once I find myself in a position where we are redeployed, I think we'll be chilling again. I really need this guy to survive. King Long Iron Hammer, let's get over here. Reposition, reposition. Start taking pop shots into here. So look at the general. Pass into this blob. Even though they're really armored, it should work still. Should do enough damage, or decent damage, should I say.
What do you bid?
Just going to try and reposition a lot of my front line. So many little miscellaneous units here trying to attack me is really annoying.
I'm here!
Yeah, the dogs unfortunately were left in melee, so the rangers are still alive. It's okay though.
Moving now! Sigma
Pull to
calls!
melee. Gonna try and set up a bit of a crossfire angle just to support each other.
Grab the fight.
I mean, the good news is the majority of my units, I haven't lost anything that I can't replace yet. Let's freeze Belagar and then run away. I think I repositioned too late though. But I am honestly pretty damn happy with the fighting thus far.
Aranessa.
To say we took on units that are like 10 times stronger than me, not too bad.
Fight.
And if I can kill these their units, that would be even better. I have a route. Oh, I can't buy hammers. If I can kill the undead folks, I'm going to be big happy. As that, in truth, is really the only thing that matters. And give magical attacks over here as well, which should help us a lot. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good hits in. Yeah, I really wish I could rout these guys. If I can get the deck gunners off the battlefield, I think I'm going to be a happy bunny. I doubt I will be able to.
A tempest comes! Now!
I wonder what happens if I just rout, if I just do this. He learned from the escape, and he did. Okay, they're not necessarily dead. If it wasn't second army, I'd have been fine. I mean, the one good thing from this is, imagine the Ray's dead from this. It's the classic case of, I lost, but have I really? Have I really lost? There's generally a couple of good units from that. Mortis engine and like that. They better lost any units? I mean, yeah, they did. Oh, of course, none of them really died. The dead rise again, so we didn't lose. Okay, so good. The deck gunners didn't die, which is the main thing. I mean, I'm curious to see what this body power will be. I'm not in the province, so I can't check yet, though. I'm gonna leg it this way.
All bones on deck.
So again, leg it over here.
My ship!
Melee attack, no. Unit rank probably is going to be helpful. Melee defense, I think, is pretty crucial to
My
BH.
ship shape!
Nice. Kairos is good fun.
I trust them.
All part of the plan, boys. Actually, do you know what? This spell is so goddamn good. All part of the plan. It is a shame he's in his own territory, so he's going to heal quite a lot, though. But my boy Rend is here. My boy Rend is here to save the day. I generally don't mind them attacking my settlements. We can recover very quickly as Sartosa. Well, my building was destroyed. Interesting. We'll let a turn take that over. I don't believe they can reach me where they are. Oh my god. Honestly, this Morgul Haunter would have been such a game changer if we had him in the army. As he eats dwarves. Ben Drakenfort would be eating the dowry for breakfast. Belegard's gone back into ambush stance. This guy is sneaky AF. And on his overhaul. Yeah, talk. We're only playing Aranessa specifically bespoke to how it would play to a normal player in 2025. Okay, Belegard absolutely just smoked him.
My anger rises like the tide.
Oh my god. I'm strength rank 208. I can't afford to fight with elves. I mean, low key, I think we can probably answer the title to the stream already, boys. Judging from what's happening here. Tells around and fight by Belegard Ironhammer. Belegard Ironhammer is a stubborn old bugger. So much so when he was being sieged by Skaven, he refused to let his wife and children retreat. And they all died together in his own home.
Ready the swordfish!
Belegard is a stubborn... He's as stubborn as a mule, that guy.
Bring them back.
Which is unfortunate.
I got your bearing.
Dude, Belegard is absolutely crapping armies out.
Futile. Not likely.
Like, he had lost any units, by the way.
Father, fear the pirate queen.
Sounds like a typical dwarf Loki, it does. I think I might have to go with Sathouse and Free Companies, to be honest. And just fight them in melee, which is very counterintuitive to a how you want to play against dwarves.
Corsair of the night.
And bloating corpses will probably be pretty damn useful. Into the Book of Grudges twice. Yeah, Belegard is not the smartest tool in the shed. Our economy seems really bad.
The time for talk is over.
Our economy does seem absolutely atrocious. I have no way of cheesing normal fights. And one of the normal ways that you cheese the fights as Vampire Coast especially is that you can just heal tons. It all hinges on that banner marker, which is a very strange mechanic for a campaign that, depending on what units I get from that specific body pile there, determines the fate of my campaign in a lot of ways. I mean, if I get a Mortis engine, huge. I mean, generally a Mortis engine would, like, help me steamroll everything. Wait, can Coast get Mortis engines? I don't think they can they? Mongols and stuff like that would be huge. Right, let's move up.
Get moving.
Not that I know, yeah. Oh my god, I thought I was being what am I call it then? Ambushed. Okay. Mortars are very good. These are very good. Animated Hawks are very good. These are good. I mean, yeah, not bad, to be honest.
Find treasure.
Not bad, to be honest. But I am what they call poor.
De Leon.
Let us see if we can squeeze money out somewhere. Military alliance with Rend.
God took
For 825. Go on then.
our
Kind of need... Wait, he's just going to make me go into so many wars. So I'm solving a small problem to have many more problems down the line. Classic. Let's see if I can't recruit this. How much would it be? I need 443 gold.
orders.
The Queen
Right.
of Tides. Yes.
Okay, so it's Belagat on his own. It's actually very useful.
What is your demand?
Fear the Pirate Queen.
Is he going to run away from
Make
this?
them fish food.
No. I mean, please don't be Please don't be loads of trees. That's really good terrain, actually. Should cats or dogs rule the world? Probably dogs. I feel like naturally dogs are more kind-hearted than a cat would be. I feel like the dynamic of, like, a cat and an owner is the cat's like, you are a peasant, feed me. The dog's like, you're amazing, you're my master, you're incredible, thank you for feeding me. I'd rather not have narcissists rule the world, to be fair. I think they would probably be better. Although, I'm interested to know what you guys think. But, like, good to see you, mate. Agreed? Yeah. Ooh, this terrain's not actually that bad. Not bad at all, to be honest. I think I do need to wait for my units. Animated Hawks. Yeah, the Hawks are mainly because of the fact that I had nothing else to recruit. And the armor piercing, which will help a lot. I wish I could have range attacks on him. He's such a buff.
Aranessa.
Alright, we're gonna mortar probably the hammers, I suppose. Yeah.
Cutlass is out. Aranessa.
I did attack them. So let's go and annoy them. No, the rangers will be invisible. Mine and blasting charges can't attack upwards, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, that damage is pretty damn good. Yep. Here the rangers are. Run away. So that means to me that potentially there's more rangers on the left flank. protecting them. But this is completely free real estate. Not necessarily because of them. But can bloated corpses blow your own units up? They can, right? Gonna have to probably be a little bit careful then. Yes, they can. Yeah, I thought that. Alright, let's try and look for a little bit of a flank situation. We've already done exactly what we're looking for. Start dealing with the hammers. I'm going to bet the bombers on the left side. I'm going to just send this guy in. Especially with hungering. What I'll do is buff this guy with magical attacks. And start shooting the... I think the Ironbrow guy is the runesmith, if I'm mistaken, so... I think he's going to be a lot better to be shot at, because he'll actually take a ton of damage. Let's net him as well and reduce his stats. Gunnery mob. Feel like I can get more juice. Uh-oh. Okay, not the greatest. That's not ideal at all, actually. No! Right, I'm not going to get better value than that, looks like. Let's summon this cast over there to help. Nice. The runesmith's actually getting crushed.
Watch me see, father.
Go. Let's get the summon in. Start moving down for the animated hulks. The rotting Prometheus should smoke the rangers, so we're chilling. Crush these guys over here. Start firing onto these boys. I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that we're not going to be winning any awards here. Kill the hammerers. Great damage coming out. Let's get this guy over. We're going to need him to kill Belegar most likely.
All ranks, fire!
Belegar. Iron hammer. Let's get the mortars actually firing onto this. And let's get the bombers moving over now. Get the bombers where the hammer is and start blowing this bit up. And then start moving towards Belegar. Nice, murdering these guys, murdering these guys. Doggo's going to take over murdering these guys. Move over this way. Let's just... I'm going to cancel... I'm going to press backspace of them and then just trigger fire at will so they just shoot whatever they can. We're going to start getting bombs into this front line. Oh, a little bit more friendly fire than one would have hoped there. I won't lie to you, boys. Just an ickle bit more friendly fire than I was hoping for. Damn it, we didn't get away with actually killing the units, but we can clean that up. I think a single cast in here doesn't look terrible. Especially proccing passive as well. Look to start getting some flanks down that line as well. With hungering, Belegar's probably going to struggle to kill this. Because Belegar's stat line's not the greatest early game, especially. Beautiful. Start trying to deal with these hammerers. I'm going to gut their melee defense. Beautiful hits into Belegar. Let's keep that momentum up. A lot of their inventory is actually routed now, which is huge. Might as well just keep these guys dackering. Let's keep bombing these inventory. So we do have front lines protecting the deck gunners, so I'm happy with that. Get one more volley into here. to get a caster there just to get rid of them.
A curse on you!
Amos bonus surely is not that far away now. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we now just need to murder King Lun Ironhammer. And how we're going to do that is absolutely shoot the crap out of him. Smiley face. So the easiest way for to do that is just to absolutely smoke him with ranged. So what we'll go ahead and do is just get a couple of my inventory ready. We basically just need my backline to be ready for it. And then the general should be buffing these as well. What's the terrain like? I mean, the terrain should be okay. I think it's just these guys in the way. I generally think these guys being in the way is what's ruining that. Let's move across. I just need a few more hits. Yeah, these guys got perfect line of sight now. Oh, I just absolutely smoked Aranessa then. I mean, we're very close to the range, our max range here. So let's turn around and just start dealing with the rest of them. Let's stop shooting with you. Grab the general back here. I'm going to move across, and I'm going to grab every single range unit that I have to start shooting them. And then you can be the fodder to hold the front line. And then what we can do is you've got good line of sight, so let's chuck magical attacks onto you, which means you do true damage now. And then just run away a little bit. I can run back over with a net if I need to, but I think that should secure it. As long as everyone's firing at him, I think we're good. They have no armor, exactly that's why magical attacks are so effective. Hey, Skittle. Yeah, it's why we're trying to use magical attacks to evade the physical resistance. Oh. Alright, Belial losing his main army is good. Killed most of the threats on that army. Camera's dead. A lot of the Dwarf Warriors are dead. The Ethereal units are all dead, so Spirit Dudes. We only lost really dogs and a bit of frontline for that. The animated hooks came in clutch. The double summon was really useful against dwarves. That's why I went specifically the depth instead of into undead magic, because undead magic is not that good for the most part. I mean, money would be helpful, but... And one thing you gotta keep in mind is, since we just won that fight... Oh, we got a mount now. Wow, level 10 is quite early for that mount, I won't lie. We do have a mortar, so I actually don't hate Arsonist. Magical attacks now. I've only read that a second ago. Bonuses to inventory is going to be huge. Love the Law of Undeath. I like it as well, but you got to keep in mind that I'm fighting dwarves, and I need to make sure that I have armor piercing.
Fear the pirate queen.
Ready.
We could technically recruit, but maybe more units. Nah, it's not replenished anymore.
What?
I mean, as far as I'm aware,
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
there's not that many super scary threats, but it's just Aranessa needs healing, man.
There'll be double rations on the ship this night. Salt water.
Stuff like that's always really useful. I think I have problems with bloated corpses. They're not the best for the most part. Bats won't really help me too much. I think doggos may be the one for me. I mean, maybe a couple like a bloaty on you would help on the reinforcement. Shame, I feel so poor. It's crazy. I mean, can I fight against this many units? Probably not, but we'll send it. Because I just don't have any money. I think it's crazy to me how little you can snowball because your economy is horrendous. Like, my economy right now is unbelievably in the gutter. Alright, this is slightly annoying that they're attacking this guy instead of Aranessa, which means Aranessa is going to get less experience. But I have to fight this one. And there's a lot of dwarves. But Gieta, I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you. It'll depend on how much value I can get from my mortar. Oh my god, Aranessa is spawning in their army. That's not ideal. If I had the Death from Below, whatever it's called, this would be so free, but alas, I do not. I'm outnumbered, and they're dwarves.
Fleet Admiral! Undead! Fleet Admiral!
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's move away from my units. Start getting the backline prepared. I'm just going to move Aranessa's reinforcements to be here. It's going to take a lot longer, but I don't think the AI is going to punish me for it. Sunny weekend? Yeah, mate, same to me, mate. Beautiful, beautiful weather outside. It's an absolute beauty outside at the moment. Raining cats and dogs? Feels bad, man. Do you know what? They might run at me. There's a very high chance they start running at me because of the fact that I've just done what I've done here. With them getting the reinforcements, they may start walking towards me. Oh, I think it should be okay, though. I think we should be out, though. We are in a situation where all we got to do is push back a little bit. 2 minutes. Aye, they do have little legs, don't they? So maybe with their little legs moving over, we'll actually be able to deploy. Oh, wow, that's actually quite lucky, the Rangers unit aren't in the battlefield. That is pretty lucky, to be honest. Oh, fair play to you, Jitter. All I'm going to try and do here is stack the AI up as much as possible, but the territory is horrendous for me. It's only really good for mortars. Like, it's a good position for mortars, but that's about it. I probably should have moved. Because if you see here, I can only shoot what's over here. But then again, my range is roughly about that, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Right, I think it's going to be a classic case of if my mortars doesn't just kill everything, I think I'm just boned, no? I think I have to move up. I just really wish I could get better value from mortars. But I think this is the only position that I'm actually going to be able to get some shots off.
On the way. Free company!
I'm not going to get anywhere near the value I'm looking for here, I think.
Sword out!
I actually don't know how to do this. Do I just say screw it and just blob corner camp? I think I have to.
Fleet Admiral!
I think I have to straight corner camp, boys. I just pray to God it's going to be enough. Because I can't see another way of fighting this. I generally do not see a different way. I'm outnumbered way too much.
To battle! Taking position!
I mean, the dwarves have pooped out some insane units though, low-key. It's a shame that Aranessa is so low as well.
Orders, fleet master!
I mean, if they came at me in waves, this would be a lot easier, but... Let's see what kind of magic we can conjure up here.
Ahoy! Captain!
Because the only way I will do significant amounts of damage is if I can get a lot of them blobbed. I might be able to cheese the battle AI a little bit. By getting the dogs mobile. And as well, saying that, I can probably leverage this guy to tank and then have mortars firing around them. Because most of the lords will be killable.
Aranessa! Now!
It's such a shame that Aranessa's now mounted because I can't really get value from him.
Onwards!
So as long as I'm fighting the infantry here, we should be okay with this guy. Because we do have magical attack, so I will smoke this guy. Plus anti-infantry of 35. Wow, yeah, I am designed to kill this. Is it a fun campaign? Oh, Angren is awesome. Clan Angren's probably one of my favorite campaigns for the dwarves.
Pirate of the undead!
Clan Angren is very good.
Instructions!
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Should be able to... We missed. That's really unfortunate. There we go. I mean, if they're taking ages to do anything, I mean, our stat line's pretty damn good killing dwarves. Especially dwarves with no armor. We have insane melee attack as well. If we can keep staggering around like this, like, as long as we keep up attack animations like that, we're chilling. I'm going to run this way a little bit. It's maybe going to get me hit, but I'm going to run this way. Like so. I'm going to do another hit run in a second. I really wish I had some kind of perfect vigor on this guy, because I'm going to be using him quite a lot to cycle charge. There we are. Once again, leg it. As this is prime real estate. My mass is what, 2,000? Which is a beautiful amount. So we just need to get more mortar fodder now. That's sort of the goal of utilizing this unit like this. Because this is one of the things you always have to make sure you're doing. If the AI is playing really slow and reserved, you have to pounce. You have to pounce on that. And try and leverage... Oh my god, I forgot my dogs. I'm really bad at this game. I don't think the dogs are going to change much. I think the value of the dogs is to chase units. That's what I'm looking for. I only have the one Battlesey. I mean, that's mortar central over there. No, they're crumbling. I might be able to recover it by charging. Hey, does he get to see handsome? We might be able to recover it by charging like this. Now we're still... There you go. Right, hopefully, that'll have recovered leadership. I mean, once the charge thing goes away, then it might be GG, though.
Jumble on!
I'm happy to beat these guys up as much as possible.
Ahoy!
Give the mortar some buffs. Move around. Might be able to try and find some isolated units here. I think the unit with terror is probably the main priority right now. Just wish I had my the general that could have given me ammunition back, because the bombers would use it like crazy. I know I can't be damaged by them right now. Looks like we blew up in one of the units down there, so we've just killed the general. I'm gonna have to start building a bit of a front line. Once we start moving towards us, let's try and get prepared. Everything is actually firing, which is good. Apart from these guys, which makes me a little bit worried. Move you around. Let's bait out more units. And we're looking for bigger blobs than what we're getting here. This is perfect. Really dislike that. It is what it is. Gonna have to start chucking out some summons, otherwise we're just gonna slowly die. Let's get the Prometheans in the melee. Look for the generals, because that's what we'll probably struggle with the most. I don't have any summons yet, unfortunately, though. And mortars should be able to take advantage of this. It's all right up there. Killing the blasting charge is going to be big, because it's obviously my front line getting absolutely slaughtered. The dogs again, going to have to pull them back in. Dogs are dying, yeah. Trying to move them back. I'm going to try and summon these a little bit further back. Let's start dealing with these guys. A little bit of a gap in my front line as we're starting to lose units. The mortars, though, should start getting a lot of value. So hopefully the mortars will pop off for us. I mean, low-key, I'm just kind of praying at the moment.
Instructions. Withdraw.
This is what you call a dwarven tide, lads. Godspeed. I just don't have enough room. The corner camping terrain was not ideal here, TBH. Not the greatest for corner camping. Start blowing up the side. We are getting the routes off. I just need to hold the line a little bit longer. Just hold, boys. Just hold. Dogs are dying again, but honestly, the dogs have done their job. We just needed to control the flow of who was attacking us, and they've done that very well. Mortar fire right here is perfect. Casting into them as well is going to be perfect. I think this way, because it'll get more value. A lot of them are routing. We do have terror on some of these units, so we are trying to take advantage of that. We don't have many other units. I just wish I had more fodder. Fire into here. Let's get Aranessa to rout them off. Debuff this guy. My backline is actually starting to get a bit of value, which is what we're looking for. They just need to hold the line long enough here. We're trying to rout these guys off as soon as possible. More units are coming into the battle than as expected. Going to buff the mortars' accuracy up as well, because I need them to be as accurate as possible. Start firing into here, because otherwise it's going to be wasted shots. Cast into here, because otherwise we're going to be wasting our passive. Let's pull back a little bit if we can. Okay, we've routed a lot of their infantry off there.
Very well.
My general has hunger. Let's start running towards their general now. Let's take pop shots away for all the units that are running currently. Mortar, check. Start shooting over here. Focus on the general where possible. You're in melee now. Shoot whatever you can in the front line. Run back over here for the general. Reduce your melee defense by casting a net on you. Bomber decks are in melee, so let's start pulling them out now. Cast into the blob here. Should be decent. Let's get the passive running as well. He's got hunger, so I'm happy with him in melee. You are chasing and terror-raiding their general, which is lovely. Start getting the bobbed over here because we're starting to stack them up with this. As long as the general dies our routes, I'm absolutely chilling here. We need to make sure these manners get routed as well, so let's keep locked in here. Making sure I'm buffing myself where possible. I'm going to leverage the strength of Aranessa here. Good. One more shabam over here is going to be huge. Mortar shot's going to be brilliant as well. I really need that general dead. I need to kill this general now. If the general walks back in, sure. Fire onto the left side here. I need Aranessa to hold the line. A lot more units are coming in, but if I can get rid of this what's in front of us here, we'll actually have a chance. Yo, Ted, thanks so much for the raid, man. Appreciate the raid. Fire here if we can. No, I cast it into my own troops. Oopsie. I misclicked. That's unfortunate. It should be okay. Okay, the general's coming back over here. Aranessa is now dying. Let's net you real quick.
Get going! Moving!
Thankfully, she's mortal.
Back you can!
I can pull back. I'm going to try and pull back with you. I think the deck gunner's over here. These guys are a little bit further back now. Did Aranessa just die or rout? I don't know. I really need you to rout, bud. I really don't want to lose deck gunners either. I need the terror route coming in clutch here. Come on. Please terror out them enough. We still have leadership. There's still the doggoners just yet. We still got the doggoners. I'm going to lose these guys just as fodder to chase things that are routing. Get my passive going. Terror out is huge. Deck gunner's firing, so let's buff them up. Terror out, reposition. Start firing into whatever's coming towards us. Intercept if we can. Keep routing him, reposition you. Massive shots into there. Let's get the firing into the ranges. The rest of them I should be okay with. Keep him attacked. Oh my god, I actually won. Oh my god. As if we won this. We were so outnumbered. Outmatched in every way. And we managed to take the win. Jesus. How does the man do it? It's true. How does the man do it indeed?
Not even close, TBH. Yeah.
Thanks for the 35 months, Dizzy. Much love.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Let's chase whatever we can, because we're going to have to fight them anyway. Hey, Jenkov. Why the more active streamers? Oh, it's more that I'm just in a better space to start streaming again, to be honest, matey. Jenkov. Let me give you a shout out, Ty. I think life massively got in the way before, but it's gotten a lot better now. Alright, let's chase and kill what we can. I am very surprised we were able to win this. It was like close to 3 stacks, and we just had undead garbage for the most part, and all of our really good units stayed alive. All of our really good units are still alive, thankfully. Lovely jubbly. And I'm working on a video concept that I think you guys might enjoy. It's definitely not something I've made before, or a type of video I've made before, but it is an interesting one nonetheless. Kills the mortar tab, 269. It was mainly like some of the range units in the backline that were popping off. OnlyFans, you wish, Stormhammer. You bloody wish, mate. Wishful thinking that. Alright, let me end the battle now. So, they had more troops than us. By a long way. Close to double. And they're dwarven units, and we still won. The sad thing is, Aranessa was not the one that has attacked, so I'm not going to get too much value from it. But winning this is huge, as I've now overcome Clan Angren's kind of main threats, and I should be able to start killing most of his territory as well now. I don't think I'm going to get that much money because it's only a small army that was attacked, which is a big shame because I'd love a lot more. Ooh, range and ammunition is probably not too bad, but I don't think I've recruited the Lord that can do that. Oh, nice! My animated Hulk survived.
Their value lies outside of the brig.
Holy moly. I am very happy with that, lads. Very happy with that. Yo, Lionheart, nice to see you. True, I am his twin. Hey, Prick Boy. David, love to see you, mate. I'm not Lionheart, but I'm Lionheart's twin. Alright, nice corruption around. Not the most amount of money. In fairness, we probably profited good units from that. So I don't mind that at all.
All bones on deck.
I really need to get towards having Kraken's. I mean, Kraken's pull itself is good, but Mangai's Revenge is what we're looking for.
Corsair of the night.
All right.
Yes, the winds blow true. I'll have them.
I just wish I could get more experience on them. What was his Terra? Does Aranessa have Terra? No, she doesn't. Probably should, though. How about run around the map? The goal at the moment is to basically consolidate my army, get as strong as I can, and just keep testing Aranessa. I haven't played Aranessa for a very long time, and the main goal is to try and figure out how she plays. I think at the moment it's quite difficult to judge her as a faction at the moment, mainly because of the fact that there's very little, I would say, expression of units that you can use. Low health corpse might explode. I think it's a Hulk, so we should be alright. Good shout though, Grubbus. No, I appreciate you looking out. That's nice of you to say. Oh, this guy just runs in and murders them now. Seems to be the case. Do you think she should have a Doom stack? 100%, yeah. I feel like as with most factions, they should have something that makes them unique. I don't think Ogres is a good enough excuse for it either. Like, I don't think... I'm not... Obviously, if I'm thinking ogres, I'm thinking an actual ogre faction, not her. And David, I'm not actually Lionheart. I'm Battlesey. But I appreciate it, David. I am very good friends with Lionheart, though. I love Lionheart. He's a great guy. He is a great, great guy. We do look very much alike, as we are twins. He's a brother from another mother. I do like Rotten Prometheuses. I think Animated Hulks and Rotten Prometheuses are actually pretty damn good. And they're just joking around. Okay, I'm just making sure, because there was a situation where somebody joined my stream and thought I actually was him, because he raided me. And I played into it a little bit. And was joking around, and then he started like saying stuff how he's watched me for 10 years and stuff, and I was like, I kind of have to be honest here now, as I felt bad.
Aranessa salt spite.
But the vigor seemed nice. Why do I feel like you get regeneration? Cool, Spencer, low key true. I can't heal her through normal means.
Salt and blood.
Getting rid of Belly Guy here is going to be quite nice.
All bones on deck.
We're going to have her around. Thank you, David.
All right.
I'll have them.
I think it should be Aito's attack. The sad thing is, the Sartosan units are unbelievably horrendous. I mean, that is just the reality of them. They just don't match up to the newer age of units. They really don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, they used to be good, but there's just too many good things now. Alright, there is just too many things that are good. Benefits from random mercenary units, stuff like Slayer Pirates. Yeah, I would agree. I think they'd also benefit from line of sight stuff actually working properly. I think, generally speaking, gunpowder units in Warhammer 3 struggle significantly. How do I get Aranessa to be healing? I don't know why, but I remember Aranessa having healing. Am I crazy, guys? I just remember Aranessa getting healing. Is there an item or something like that I can get for her? I just remember having really good healing. For the life of me, I can't remember why. Train a special line. There you go, then. I'll check it out, then. It'll probably be hungering or some form of healing, right? Think you're reciting an Elspeth campaign? What, reciting the current campaign you're doing and playing Elspeth as well? And by the way, guys, on Twitch, ads are going to be kicking in about a minute and a half, just to get rid of pre-roll ads, so folks that are new to the stream don't have to watch ads. Is she undead of the mountain? No, she's not. She's never undead. She's a Humi. She's a Humi that hates the Norskins. And my god, we love her for it. So they're not actually going to attack me. Hey, Luffy. I'm assuming the archers would actually shoot him. Yeah. In melee, though, I don't think they would. For some reason, I just don't think they would attack him in melee. Or shoot him in melee, excuse me. Guys, do I do this a lot? Like, do I sniffle a lot? I was watching a VOD of mine and I was sniffling loads. And I didn't realize, I don't know if I do it, I'm not sure if I'm doing it unintentionally or not. Maybe me saying that's gonna, like, make you guys hear it constantly then. But I don't think I do. Not that I'm aware of. But you never know. start moving back. Kill the general. I don't know if there's any armor piercing in it. So funny enough, what the AI is doing right now is a pretty big derpage. So if you don't know, sometimes the AI are basically told, do nothing apart from getting to your destination right now. So they'll basically ignore all sense of logic and just keep running towards my units to fight them.
Fleet Admiral!
Really weird, but it's just what they do. Alright, let's get another summon down. Insta-routed. Love to see that. I think they're going to have a hard time getting close to us because we've got so many ranged units. So there is actually a bit of a armor piercing on the overcast. I don't hate that at all. Left-hand side, we've got a really nice squadron of units. Let's get these guys in a better position as well. I don't really want to risk any of them. I don't want to risk any of them anymore. Let's reposition the side, but that should be absolute cannon fodder. Don't think I have the range to shoot anything else, unfortunately. Let's move up as well. They're basically the, if you get anywhere near me, I'm going to shoot you a lot kind of unit, which is nice. Okay, miscasting twice in a row is criminal. I won't lie to you guys. Once, fair enough. Twice in a row? Come on, game. I love units like this. Guys, please shoot before you get killed. These were the, they were the blunderbusses before blunderbusses became a thing, boys. They were the OG blunderbuss. 69 quarrels.
Free company! Take position!
Find me plunder!
Find me plunder, army mateys.
Free company! No lingering!
A little bit of you. Since it's nice flat terrain, it's actually pretty decent for me. Flat terrain is basically perfect for the likes of Vampire Coast, because if you're so heavily into gunpowder units. Nice. Well, lads, that's Bellyguard dead then. Right, we've killed Bellygar. We lost 4 units, by the way. I think that was these guys as well. The deck droppers. Crazy. There's a random ban, I think it's regeneration. Not the way from what I can see. I think it is in a tech tree. I'll have to just check a tech. I mean, technically the only real threat to my starting area is Bellygar. I think Ikit we don't really struggle too much with, because we basically do what he does, but better, for the most part. Because we have really, really strong infantry in combination with really strong backline, whereas they only have 1. They have 1 or the other. I'm going to occupy it.
We're here now!
And I'm going to give this to... Ooh, that's a good question.
Now, what do you want from me?
Hey, Zipian's good to see you, matey. So.
Yes. Master.
Aranessa Salt Spine!
I think you really can't complain with that, can you, boys? Right. Is it all the way on this tree? No. For some reason, I just feel like she can heal. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm chatting rubbish. Yeah, I'm chatting rubbish. Just for some reason, I remember being able to recruit to heal loads. I don't know why.
Fear
Maybe
the
I'm just thinking of
pirate queen!
something a long time ago.
All bones on deck.
I'm no mermaid.
Right, so now we've upgraded that. We're besties with the likes of Skaven Blight and the Orcs. Wait. Oh, I gave him Mirangelo. I didn't mean to give him that one. I meant to give him this.
The tides.
Good enough. That means I can give him this settlement. 2,000 is criminal, by the way. 2,000 is criminal. I'll wait till there's more money and then scam him for more.
Find treasure!
Losing his Bill's defeat trait. You can still technically get it, but it's very hard to do. I think it's through the Rebellion, right? Through Ultimate Crisis. I think is the only way you can get it. Nice, tier 3, baby. Gonna get the Ogre Mercenaries in soon.
The queen of tides!
We should be in range of the thingy as well. Nothing really of interest. The bombers could be pretty useful. But my army's not looking too bad at the moment. I just need the Sartosan to heal a little bit. 11 turns to replenish. My god. Sometimes it really do be like that.
What is your demand?
I am going to give this to the Orcs, as I have no real use for it. The other guy's probably going to take his Zadakill out. I mean, how much gold do you still have left,
Any
matey?
warp stone in your boat contraptions?
Rare. What I could do is put him into debt, then make him really like me.
Fine.
I swear there was a way... What was the difference between these? I mean, it was OPM that kind of did this. OPM figured out you can, like, infinitely trade these, I believe.
Granted. Now, what do you want from me? Apply.
So if you think the
What do you want from me?
settlement shouldn't be nerfed, just watch this. Trading settlements should be
What
removed from
do
the
you
game.
offer? Things
Or
will burn for
being
you
able
in
to
my
do something
warp
similar to this
forges.
one should be removed from the game. Because I can infinitely make gold now.
Yes.
Technically, I could sit here and infinitely make gold with the
Everyone good
Claw.
ear, yes, but I still hear you. Granted.
Those silly.
No time. Experiments to do.
What am I seeing? The greatest cheese of all kind, my friend. That's what you're seeing.
Apply.
If the conditions are met correctly, you can infinitely trade these settlements with each other,
Deal packed with
and then make a ton of money from Claw.
Fine. No time.
You can basically keep
Experiments to
infinitely
do.
trading settlements.
Agree. I have only one.
Let me save this, because I'll probably make a video on it as proof that this needs to be nerfed. Check relations.
I have only one good
442
ear,
at the moment.
But I still
Not bad.
hear you.
I mean, the logic is, like, you don't necessarily need to do this, so...
Yes.
But I don't know what the
Stone
condition is
first,
for this specific
pack
unit
deal
here.
later.
He's willing to split trade both ways, exactly. I don't think this should ever be allowed.
Apply.
Alright. So now it depends on how much I can be bothered doing
but
it.
I still hear you.
Annoyingly, I don't have the command console on my my keyboard. And the thing is, he's paying me every time as well. I'd be interested to know how much money he's in debt at the moment.
Fine.
But you can do this as any faction, I believe.
Agreed.
Alright, we'll give up for now. Or should we?
What's
Yeah, we'll do a few more.
Packed deal later.
Do a few more.
Apply.
Yeah, but I go back. I imagine you probably can. I could probably pay enough for it, to be honest.
Yes.
I don't have... Guys, how would I utilize... Like, I have an 80% keyboard. How would I use the console context thingy-moby? How would I press that button? Or is it? Yeah. How would I press the tilde key? Can I type keyboard? On-screen keyboard. Let's do it like this. Will this work? Will on-screen keyboard work? It works! Let's go! We're a genius. We is a big thinking, bush. Right, so... What we'll do is, we'll go to faction list. Clan Scryer, so C. Clan Scryer. S will be further down. Here. Scroll to the bottom. And he currently is in minus 29,185. And I can keep going, by the way. I could keep going. I can literally sit here, keep going. Do you think pirates should need a rework? I definitely think they would need a little bit more love. I think the main thing is making this so that the gunpowder units aren't as bad. Right, so. What we'll do. But it's always really interesting when I'm trying to make videos and doing it live, because you guys all make fun of me. Right. I have not uploaded a video in a long time. They get to 0 every turn though, so they have to wait until they have enough money until they can recoup. So Icaclaw will be crippled because he'll have no money, because he's got no money to pay for his troops. So he'll probably get rid of a lot of his units as well. Right. Do you think trading settlements should still be in the game? Well, one of the big justifications as to why I believe it is ruining the Total War Warhammer experience is there are certain conditions that can be made to allow you to infinitely trade settlements. As you can see here, I'm going to be trading with Icaclaw, trading Luciani, and Riff Raffa. And I'm going to go ahead and trade the settlements, and then I'm going to go back into the trading of the settlement. And you can see he's actually going to be paying me even more this time. So I'm asking for 2,000. And this basically allows me to set up a infinite money hack. Shout out to OPM, who was one of the people to discover something like this in one of his videos. But as you can see, I can keep basically trading with Icaclaw, and I'm up to 1,000 positive relations with him right now. And I could actually keep on doing this as much as I wanted to. And as you can see, what we'll do is we'll pull up the context viewer as well. We already have Clan Scryer up, and we can see at the moment I've brought his treasury to minus 35,000. And you can keep infinitely doing this, right? This is not something that will basically mean that you have to stop. This is something you can keep on printing off and printing off and printing off as long as you want to. And the elements of trading settlements, I think some of it is really balanced, and I think some of it does make sense. But the likes of putting a military building into the settlement makes it so you can get a significantly better deal as well. I think the trading settlements has opened up new things and new ability. For example, in this campaign, it's effectively enabled me to become an alliance with the Broken Nose Greenskins and Icaclaw here. So I think it truly is a pretty powerful strategy in general. I, for one, am very guilty for using it constantly because I love being able to trade the settlements, but I do think when there are certain conditions that allow you to infinitely trade stuff, it does need to be tuned down a little bit. I think the game and the way the game plays has changed dramatically because of the fact that you can trade settlements, and it basically makes the game significantly easier. I definitely do think Warhammer 3 has been catered more towards a newer player, and it definitely shows with certain mechanics like this being in the game. But what do you think? Do you think that you should be able to infinitely trade settlements to basically do whatever you want?
do
I understand the
with
logic
you.
is, well, Battlesey, you don't have to do this. I mean, that is true, right?
Fine.
But I still think the fact that you can do something like this definitely needs to be looked into, because I don't think it's intended. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like, to me, it should be intended. I completely forgot that you could do this. The economy gets set back to 0, we'll test it then. We'll test it next turn. Let me grab that settlement back. Let me grab the better... I think I already have the better settlement, right?
Make a deal pact with Scryer.
I don't. Let me get Luciano back. I think the settlement's better, right?
Yes?
Yeah, I'll keep that with him, just in case. Okay. Did you improve relations also? Yeah, I did, yeah. It's a good point. We're up to 1,100. And you're wondering what that did for the relations with Icaclaw. We are at 1,162. This guy will well and truly love me forever. Oh, wait, let me check something as well. Hold on. Test 2. Let me test something. I'm pretty sure he loves me so much I could probably declare war on him and then get peace straight away. But it would mess my reliability up, so it's probably not worth it.
Salt water.
So we'll end turn and test how much money he's got left. And we'll see. It's a choice to exploit the game in the way you can't stumble up on this, really, so I don't see this as a problem. I think it's not necessarily that this is the problem in itself. I think it's more an indication as to the game has becoming... It's going in a certain way that's a lot easier, right? For me, personally, I don't have problems with trading settlement. I just think the balance around the trading settlement is the issue, right? If they had more balance around the settlement trading, I think it would be fine. But there isn't balance around the trading of settlements, right? That's the point. Project co-op campaigns can be useful to trade settlements. I mean, in co-op campaigns, it's very interesting. Why have you shown me this? Now you have to do it? Sorry, Jankov. So we balance like in 3 Kingdoms, too much to forget. 3 Kingdoms does it really well. I'll come back in 10 when you've done it. Yeah, no, I won't keep doing it. Right, now let's check to see if we can see his income.
The blessings imbued into your weapon, Kraken's Bane, are weakening, mistress. It is clear your father,
yeah, it does.
Lord Manan, is in need of your assistance.
That's treasury. Where's his treasury? Am I blind? I can't see his treasury. Treasury amount 0. It does! So it actually does bug it. And if you think you are crippling the faction that you're trading with, their treasury amount resets back to 0. So no matter how much you steal money from them, their economy and treasury goes back to 0. So you're not even impacting the faction that you're trading the settlements with. That's very silly. Shouldn't be able to trade a couple turns. Yeah, I think to me, generally, I have no issues with it at all. I think it's fun that you can do this, but I think that they need to figure out a way to balance it. Thanks for testing, Doris Handsome. Oh, another deck gunner? Yes, please.
Pirate's life. Swordfish.
I'm getting greedy with my army. This is probably not a good thing. Normally when I get hella greedy with my army, I always get battered.
Bring them back. No, I'll summon the sea father.
Let's go murder Belligar.
Voyage on.
Hit him with a Curse of the Queen as well. Guess you negative relations with anybody, because I know some factions get annoyed if you give them a faction and they hate money. Yeah, that's a good question.
No evildoer may receive the blessings
Oh
of
my
the
god, look at this! But you may have unintended consequences, as you can see with factions like the lady here. She has a minus 553 gifts to Clan Scryer. So depending on who you're trying to make friends with or who you are trying to make enemies of, it definitely massively helps you when it comes to giving settlements so frequently. That's a good point, guys. Well done. You raise good questions, folks. That's all I'll say. We do have level 5 now, so we can probably go into one of these bad boys. Is it only his Lord's army? it is, but he'll be fine now.
Crew, to me!
Close my keyboard.
You might be right.
I do think it is, well, that to me just shouldn't be able to happen, right?
Praise Manon!
Nice. Infinitely cheesing and trading settlements is just probably not a good idea. The puppy heard cheese and she wanted a piece of it.
Fair winds and fairer tides.
Oh my god, it's
Thanks to
updated.
Manon.
We have 491 right now.
what to-
Me and Nick Claw are just a couple of besties. We're just a couple of besties, what can I say? Just a couple of besties hanging out. Aren't we? Just a few besties. How about the dwarves' relations now? And that will be a sight to behold.
Long have I fought and suffered for my people.
Minus 1,088. Minus 1,088, and it is turn 12.
See, father! I never linger.
Yes, master.
I think I'm in the book. I think so too, to be fair. I think it's probably safe to say that I am in the book.
Get on with it.
Surprised it didn't explode on the spot. I know, right?
Plunder! Sardosa's most infamous.
I am the book? Yeah, I have become the book.
Beacon.
I will kill Belligar hopefully this time. Hopefully get a little bit more money for this one. 3.5k is worth it. It was about the raise cost. And then we'll get him this one as well.
Scales and swords.
Now I'm interested to see if I can trade it again infinitely.
What do you want from me?
Wait, it's become even more worthwhile. Probably because he really likes me.
Granted.
Yeah, it's become even easier to do it now. Since he likes me more. Oh, good old game.
My
Alright, we'll murder
ship,
this settlement next.
fear the
We'll be
pirate
chilling.
queen.
Can't see me.
Sorcerer inventor. Yes, yes.
We'll deal with Morgar if we have to. Honestly, if you can emulate similar situations like this, you can easily confederate factions. You could so easily confederate factions if you could emulate things like this. Because all you'd basically do is just keep trading settlements and you keep getting bonuses from it. To friends in a go campaign, yeah, it's crazy that you can. There is elements you can do that with it. Anytime you can infinitely trade something, it's you know, it's not the best
pirate
thing.
queen needs a throne. We're ship-shaped.
So one fun fact you can do here is if you siege this settlement, attacking this guy, he's completely alone. If I now attack this guy on the outside, he's isolated and the garrison wouldn't defend him.
I'll have
The fun fact of that one. But they've got their engineer back and a ton of dwarves without shields, so that's a field day for you, boy. Tells a random fact about anything. During the summer, the Eiffel Tower expands like, I believe 1.5 meters or something. Obviously, because heat makes metal contract. Bit of an interesting fact there. I can't remember the exact figures around how much it expands though, as I learned about that a long time ago. I guess if you now ask me the question, is Aranessa fun? I would probably just say it's hard to say, as I don't think Aranessa specifically is the reason why we're doing well.
I'll order it.
/ the campaign is enjoyable. I think it's more to do with the fact that we've managed to like outplay pretty significantly, which has helped us quite a lot in this campaign. Alright, let's take advantage of the terrain here. You're the front line. You're the front line.
Free company!
As a you. I don't mind you being there, to be honest. Now I think about it, I don't hate you being there either. Who's the reinforcements? It's just the Dowie Lord and it's all my units, so we're chilling there. Does Billy got a missile block? Chance only work with shielded units? No, it works everything. He just provides a flat amount, so it functions for everything. Damn. Yeah, so even like Slayers and stuff like that, or minor units provide the bonus. He provides the bonus too. It's basically what makes Belegar quite a powerful lord, to be honest. Poor guy declared me when I Thoric and I was gifted Camry some. That's a classic. A lot of dogs probably will do so much damage to the lord. I don't think I need to use any ranged. This is one of the really, really, really sad things about this specific type of Dwarven Lord, is they're just not tanky at all. One of the biggest downsides to this specific type of Lord, apart from the fact that the Siege Attacker on him. Siege Attacker being on the Lord is really helpful. We just cast that, just so I can start doing damage to the other army over there, because of the passive. To be honest, I could leave the dogs to kill him. Because the issue with lords that are akin to this dude, or the Dragon Slayer, is they are just as good against low tier as they are high tier. Their DPS output is the exact same, for the most part, which doesn't make them that good of a unit. Because if I'm able to use scurvy dogs and beat a general, something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. If I can use a general, if I can use really low tier units like that to kill them. Right, I'm just going to send this fella up. We can just use a little bit of disruption now. I'm going to try and find Aranessa's healing. I feel like there'll be like an armor or something I can probably yoink. It's on the sea. I might be remembering when I was fighting on the sea with her, and I got... What's his trait? What's he called again? Obviously, it's a lot further away now. Alberic's defeat trait. Alberic's defeat trait gives you regeneration at sea, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or it might be Aranessa's defeat trait. That's what it is. Sorry, my brain. No, it was solo. Yeah. She have mana to pistols? She does, yeah. She has access to Ogre Manities at tier 3. Which we're working on at the moment. Right, to be honest, I can probably just reposition my entire line here. Now, let's murder the engineer. as we have beautiful bonuses of inventory at 35 and magical attacks. Also, we are a wee bit tired, but this engineer is what they call getting the hands. Ghost on Ghost Violence, low key, very true. Really need the attack animations coming out here. I can start dancing around. Do I lose 8 melee attack because of the trees? Not right now, surprisingly. I should be, but the game is not telling me I do. I'm not sure what fanciness is going on there, but normally the AI, it would tell me if it is. Thank God for Mongols, that's all I'll say. Otherwise, these engineers, well, the ethereal ghosts are such a pain in the nuts to fight. Because we, outside of death magic, we have very little magical attacks. Dramha Hammerfist, you have been slain. Do I just start running up now? How many of his lords and units need to die before he realizes he has to come attack me? Let's pull him up. It's a good question, in fairness. Although my stat line is deteriorating quite significantly, so what I'm going to do is vanish into the shadows. It's time to vanish into the shadows. As I have Stalk, and I'll just recover his fatigue. As if you don't know, all my stat line's getting battered because I'm really fatigued. But what you can do is just chillax somewhere, stand still, and recover your fatigue. And your stat line will recover as well, once you stop moving. But yeah, Muppet, I should have been losing 8 attack. I'm not sure why it wasn't. Alright, the second that I stop moving, fatigue is now recovering. So I'll be going into... my stat line will increase, so just take a look at 3440. And all the stats here. That will be getting better, as you can see already. It's starting to recover because I'm now drained. And it'll just keep getting better and better and better. One of the reasons why I consistently advocate for not fighting for too long. You got to be very careful when you're engaged in prolonged melee. Classically overcasted. So I'm diminished, so we're a little bit fatigued. But I believe I can go back to active. Not fresh, but I can go back to active. So I'm going to want to make sure to do that. This game's rigged if I overcast again. Or miscast, excuse me. Yep, the game is rigged. Get the summon off as well. Now, here we go. And as you can see, we are now active again. Because you can't be fresh, because it's impossible to recover to fresh. Although active does actually reduce your stat line. You can see my melee attack is reduced by 2. But now my entire front line is going to be absolutely fine. Some of those grunts is almost one-shot Doric. Scared you? I'm not surprised, yeah. A lot more damage in those than you think. Khorne's roster is insane for damage. I'm actually relatively surprised that we've not murdered more of them. As long as I kill their quarrelers, we're fine. Our general's squishier than I expected, though. Gotta push them through because we'll have 30 seconds of usage. I've got no reason for any of my magic shots anymore because the ethereal unit's dead. So I think we can just keep casting single casts to leverage our passive, as it does a lot of damage to everything. And then here's the El Clasico. Mortars are in position. Hey Noah. Mortars are in position. My entire range line is positioned. So that will fight itself, really.
Orders, fleet master!
That'll just play it out itself. Push back to Aranessa and have a look. So everything should just be firing now. We do have this defended, so I'm going to move these over to the trees. I'm going to just be outside of the trees so we don't reduce our attack. Put the mortar shots in. These guys, can these guys shoot? No, because these guys are in the way. That's my bad. Yeah, I got a couple of units getting frisky with it. There we are. Let's kill our general. Turn around and shoot these guys. Looks like I've got to borrow these husks to defend over this side. And get the dogs. Not quite plug and play kind of defending, but they separated quite significantly. Aranessa now has terror, so it should help a lot. I can carve through the dowie here.
I'm here!
General is losing a lot more HP than I was expecting, I'll be honest. But equally, I have low armor, very low stat line for the most part. So another good example of a unit that doesn't really do well against fighting against infantry. You generally want to avoid doing that. Let's swap position, pull back the deck gunners. Most of the guys that we're fighting now have been dealt with. I think the battle will be over before these guys will actually attack us, so... I don't choose to shoot him now. It depends on the mount he's on. The Doom Wheel, very small. I think it's a Doom Wheel that's smaller. The smaller mount is really buggy, if I'm not mistaken. Like the hitbox is really scuffed.
Instructions!
I really don't lose this general, so let's be careful.
Now, come on! All set!
Ahoy!
Huh. My entire line here got crumbled.
Free company!
That's actually quite surprising. As long as the battle can end fast enough, it doesn't matter. Oh, it did end up mattering. This is one of the main downsides to them. I'm not supposed to kicked in, so I was right. Let's end the battle as soon as possible so our crumbling units don't die. Good. The Doom Wheel doesn't look smaller. Whichever the smaller mount is. The one that's not the Doom Sphere? I can't remember the name of it. Jorah, I've not played it in a bit. Whichever the smaller mount is, it's very buggy hitbox-wise. It is very buggy. Right. Yeah, the Doom Wheel. I'm not thinking of the Doom Wheel. I'm thinking of the other one, Doom Sphere or something. Right, thank God, Freya moved from underneath me. Occupy this one because we'll trade it out.
See, father.
Doom Flare, thank you so much, my man. That's the one.
Aranessa Salt Spite.
Do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that.
Machines and that sorcery!
We'll get to thingy soon. But today was a bit more short and sweet, my friends. So let's have a look. I'm going to love you and leave you, folks. I hope each and every one of you fine, beautiful folks have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, nights, wherever you may be
inside
in the world. I'm going to go raid Mercy because lovely guy. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your mornings, evenings, nights. I'll be back at it yet again, most likely tomorrow. But thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for making the stream what it is. Without you wonderful folks, the stream would not be as enjoyable or nearly as awesome. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your mornings, evenings, nights. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Much love, guys. Take care of yourselves.